Hey everybody, this is my Yamaha WR250R. As you can probably tell, I've done a few modifications to it, all of which I'm extremely happy about. Going on forums and checking out YouTube videos like this one, I never really found a comprehensive summary as far as the modifications to do to really get the most bang for the buck out of this bike. So I thought I'd make that video now. As far as power output is concerned, there's three major modifications that are agreed upon. Let's go. Number one is going to be the air box. Air flapper removal. It's basically just opening up your air box and allowing more air in. There's lots of threads on this, so I won't talk too much. I might provide a link to one of those threads. Number two is custom exhaust. I went with the FMF Q4 pipe. This thing is a beast. When you open it up, it's crazy loud. But at the same time, I've never gotten a second look from a cop when just driving by at or near idle. And so number three, since the bike is fuel injected, you have your choice of fuel injection programmers. I went with the FMF Power Programmer. A lot of good reviews. It matches the exhaust pipe. It's a really sweet little unit. I have it mounted up here near the battery. You can have it mounted somewhere else for changing it on the fly, and it really changes the bike. Those three modifications, the bike is an entirely different bike. I haven't had it dynoed or anything like that, but I swear it puts out twice the horsepower. Let's make 3.5 as far as those mods are concerned. I forgot about this guy. It's the servo sub. I ordered mine offline. It's this nice little unit. It's the person that made it has got it in this nice little watertight kind of rubberized thing. It's basically like a series of diodes and resistors and whatnot. And basically, what it does is in this stock exhaust pipe, there's a little valve that controls the exhaust gases. Now, when you get a custom exhaust pipe, that valve is gone, and so you don't need the motor that controls the valve. Well, the motor is a big old 7 to 10 pound hunk of junk that sits right about here. And if you try to snip the wires and get rid of that thing, it trips a code in the bike and makes an error. The way you avoid that and still be able to get rid of that motor is you get the servo sub. It goes right into the original wires, or the wiring that the motor was plugged into, and it makes the bike think it's there. It's sweet. I can tuck it up and away. You never see it. It allows you to work on the bike and makes the whole look a little bit cleaner. And some people online even claim that it adds a little bit of horsepower to the bike. Let's go to accessories that I think are pretty mandatory. Number one, anyone who's ever dropped their bike knows that you need hand guards. These have a little metal frame reinforcement inside, which allows it so if you ever drop your bike, the handlebar doesn't stick into the dirt and rip off your brake or your clutch assemblies or any of the electrical components here or your rear view mirrors. So highly recommend those. The Dunlop 606 tires, great tire, DOT approved for street use. My buddy just got off-road tires on his. These things are more aggressive than his, and they're amazing on both dirt and road. Number three, it's going to be this Flatland racing skid plate. You don't realize how badly you need a skid plate until you put it on there, and you hear all the rocks coming up and making that distinctive dinging noise that would going up and hitting your crankcase or your engine. The taillight assembly, I got this one from Edge. It's been a while since I had the stock assembly on there, but just thinking about it kind of makes me cringe. The stock assembly is this big, dorky, stupid-looking thing. Hangs down, going over terrain, it rattles and shakes and makes a ton of noise, and it's just a pain in the butt. So, obviously, it's more aesthetics, but it saves some weight and looks awesome. Is getting a new taillight assembly. And I'll say, lastly, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I replaced the 13-tooth front sprocket, which is inside this little case, with a 12-tooth. It definitely makes a difference as far as acceleration is concerned. Now I'll kind of let you hear the bike real quick. Now you can hear it revs a lot quicker. Again, it's a totally new bike. It feels like it's got twice the pep, twice the horsepower. I can do wheelies on it all day. A ton more acceleration going in the jumps, and I mean, it's safer, handles better. It's amazing. Hope this bike hope the video is useful to you guys, and have fun on your WRs. Thanks.